It's actually a world record that
you're
I'm the
there.
first and the only Indian to drive from Dubai to India via Pakistan.
Pakistan,
by
yeah.
road. I was taken at a gunpoint in Baluchistan,
Yeah.
and all he wanted was to shoot me and take my car. Any amount of preparation that I would have done would have not been useful to negotiate with him that please let me go and don't harm me. तुम एक गाड़ी के लिए मर जाओगे. I said, look, I don't want to die and I want to prove it to my father, but you are holding the gun. What can I do? If you ask me to do anything at a gunpoint, you will never succeed, right? That is how I am. If you reason it out and rationally, yes, then I will do everything.
But did it
whatever.
work? He
worked.
let you go.
It worked.
Visa was easier or
No.
traveling. No, it was not easy. I
Oh,
think it
no.
was easier.
Nothing
As
was
compared to
easy.
now. As compared to now, I think. उस टाइम पे बहुत easy था. अभी तो बिल्कुल ही out of question है, I feel.
So yeah, maybe easy हो सकता
Like how
है.
collector allowed you to stay.
But in my
Right,
case,
so-
because it was a road trip.
Yeah. Okay.
So road trip visa was difficult.
Okay. Road trip was really.
Yeah. So this always became the benchmark that before you give up, think about the road trip that you have done. और क्या तुम वही इंसान हो
Yeah.
जो आज हिम्मत हार रहे हो या कर रहे हो? So I think that set the ground
That
for me
helped you.
to keep fighting.
You also
Yes.
had a very transformative journey from Dubai to India. You went all the way driving and through Pakistan. And I think that happened back in, I think 1990s or I don't know, when was it?
Yeah, it was in 96.
96.
96.
Okay, so I'm really curious to know that experience because I don't know anyone who has ever done that before.
No, so
Yeah.
I also found out recently that it's actually a world record that
you're
I'm the
there.
first and the only Indian to drive from Dubai to India via Pakistan.
Well, Pakistan,
by
yeah.
road.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how did it go for you, and how do you think, how different that experience was it for you, based on because we know that India-Pakistan conflict is there, and we have a certain judgments about each other that oh they are like that, or but when we actually meet, it's like oh okay no my perspective has been changed because you're actually there and you're meeting someone in person. So how was it for you?
So first of all,
And why did you do that at first? What was your intention? Then I will come to what was your experience. Yeah.
yeah. So I was very fond of driving from a very early age, but I never had a car. My father could have afforded to buy a car, but never had. Now when I look back and I see that why it is important for parents also to get some
Yeah.
parenting skills is that when you are into something you miss out on the small things where you don't understand the desire of your children, and not everyone is the same. None of my other siblings had such things to do. Nobody has done anything of that sort, but I think I was different from that angle. I could not live with this thought of this unfulfilled dream of driving. So when I bought a car in Dubai, and okay, I was already driving here, but I wanted to show it off to him that look, you never let me do this, but still I did. Not realizing that do you really have to go to this length to prove your point? But at that time, I was so single-mindedly focused on doing this under
And
any
how old
any
were you at
circumstance.
that time?
I was 26.
Okay, you're too young to. Yeah, that's
Too
why.
young.
That's why you were that adventurous. Yeah.
I was. So, okay, I've always been adventurous, but there was no need for me to go to this length. I mean, I risked my life. But this mission was, it was like, bigger than my life as well. And therefore, even when I faced life-threatening situations, so like I was taken at a gunpoint in Baluchistan,
Yeah.
and all he wanted was to shoot me and take my car. Any amount of preparation that I would have done would have not been useful to negotiate with him that please let me go and don't harm me. Nothing. But the only thing that worked was I was very honest, clear. And when he realized that this is my hard earned money, and he said, तुम अगर जिंदा बच जाओगे तो दूसरी गाड़ी खरीद लेना. I said, no, this is, ये मेरी मेहनत की कमाई की पहली गाड़ी है, and I will not be able to watch you drive off with my car और मैं यहाँ जिंदा पड़ा रहा हूँ. मैं जिंदा तो ये देख नहीं पाऊँगा. So he said, तुम एक गाड़ी के लिए मर जाओगे. I said, look, I don't want to die, and I want to prove it to my father. But you are holding the gun. What can I do?
So did you, is easy for you to negotiate with a person who had a gun on your head?
I can still feel that 9mm pistol nozzle, touching my neck.
Yeah.
But frankly speaking, at that time, I was not even negotiating, nor was I pleading.
Yeah.
But I was just
You were
being
just
myself.
telling the truth, that this is why it's so important for me.
Truth
Yeah,
and
okay.
honest. And then I understood many years later when I studied psychology and other things that this is who I am. If you ask me to do anything at a gunpoint, you will never succeed, right? That is how I am.
Yeah.
If you reason it out and rationally, yes, then I will do everything.
But did it
whatever.
work? He
worked.
let you go.
It worked. And okay, I may say that it was my honesty or thing. But there was divine help, divine intervention, and this is what they say कि आप जब किसी चीज़ के पीछे पड़ते हो तो फिर पूरी कायनात आपके साथ जुड़ जाती है to make it happen, and that is exactly what happened. He said चले जाओ यहाँ से before I change my mind. So I asked him आप मुझे पीछे से तो गोली नहीं मारोगे? Should. And he said जाओ अभी यहाँ से जल्दी से भाग जाओ. And I drove off, but I drove off nicely, smoothly, without fear. And it worked.
Okay. And what was the experience generally overall driving? I think you entered back in India from Lahore.
From Lahore.
From Lahore. Okay.
Yes.
How was generally with the other people and overall? Because it was like a long time back. It was 96, but still.
So in Lahore, when I did not find vegetarian food and people around me.
You can always find dal everywhere.
So,
No?
good. Thank you for bringing this
Dal
up.
has always been a lifesaver.
He said, sir, हमने दाल गोश्त बनाया हुआ है, गोश्त निकाल देते, आप दाल खा लो. उस तरह से.
Yeah.
So when
true.
somebody there, when he came to know, he said, सब क्या हुआ खाना? I said, नहीं. He said, आप चिंता मत करो, मैं घर से बना के ले आता हूँ. And his wife made aloo paratha for me, and that was the level of support.
No, hospitality, I know, is something that has been, we have been known for.
Amazing.
That is true. Hospitality
Amazing.
is there. We love to serve people, love to feed them, no matter where you belong. When it comes to food or hospitality, we pour our heart out. That is
So
true.
I went to meet the collector and I told him that 2 days I have been here in Lahore and it's an amazing city. Beautiful, very beautiful, nice. I said, मुझे नहीं पता वापस कब मौका मिलेगा, so can I stay longer? I want to explore it fully and understand. He said, हाँ बिल्कुल आप रह सकते हो, कोई बात नहीं. If you want, you can even go to other places. He suggested Murray or other places. I said, no, now I'm here close to India. So
You just want to explore that.
Yeah, so
I wish we go back to those times when it comes to the visa was easier or traveling. No, it was not easy. I think it was easier.
Nothing
as
was
compared
easy.
to now. As compared to now, I think. उस टाइम पे बहुत ही easy था. अभी तो बिल्कुल ही out of question है, I feel.
So yeah, maybe easy हो सकता
Like how collector allowed you to stay.
But in my
Right,
case,
so-
because it was a road trip.
Yeah. Okay.
So road trip visa was difficult.
Okay. Road trip was really.
Yeah.
Okay. I always thought that road crossing on foot is easier to get the visa
If
as
I had
compared
to-
to the air.
Yeah. If I had to just go to, let's say, Lahore or Karachi and come back, that may still have.
Oh
been
yeah, because
possible.
you are crossing the entire you small towns and cities, everything. Yeah, that makes sense. It would have been easier, difficult for you. Okay, coming to the but I want to know one thing before I conclude everything. What is one thing that really taught you this whole trip? Like, did it make you a different person?
It did. It was so. For many years, I kept wondering, what is the reason? Why did I do this? I didn't do it just to prove it to my father. There must be a bigger reason for it. And many years, so after this trip, I started working on all my other dreams that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Everything. And one after other I achieved. But the real power of this achievement I felt now, 2 years ago, when I had heart issues and I had to take recluse in the Himalayas. And the first thought that came to my mind is you cannot give up. If you have achieved dreams like this, like the road trip, then this is much easier. So this always became the benchmark that before you give up, think about the road trip that you have done. और क्या तुम वही इंसान हो
Yeah.
जो आज हिम्मत हार रहे हो या कर रहे हो. So I think that set the ground
That
for me
helped you.
to keep fighting.